And now, Freelance Heroism.
Welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there for donate at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mhm.
Rachel,
Yes,
would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much. You help us make a better show for everyone. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rachel,
Jeez.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yep.
What are you thinking? Give me
It's-
your initial thoughts.
I think it was in early access for way too long.
True.
But I also think that while it's very fun, there are still some bugs and some issues that I feel like should have been resolved before the game released.
Mm. Yeah, I'm there too. And I think that it only compounds the fact that there are so many errors,
Mhm.
or bugs or glitches or whatever you want to call them. It only compounds that with the fact that nobody told them to launch on this day, because they were in pre or was it a beta or early access for like, it feels like 1,000 years, but it was
Yeah.
really it was like 4 years, I think.
Yeah,
Four and a half, 5.
it was I don't think I've ever seen a game of sort of that like depth
Yeah.
in early act. Like I've seen, there's like cash grabs on Steam where something's in early access and then they stick it for sale in the store anyway, but I mean, this company did like the Divinity series, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that they were in early access for so long, it really surprises me.
I think that the majority of what that was from the pandemic, right? Because the
Yeah.
game had released early access either at the beginning or right before the pandemic, right?
Mhm.
And so it was in early access for that entire time. And I kind of understand. I'm willing to give anyone a pass for trying to develop under those circumstances. Complicated. I get that.
Yeah,
That being said, nobody told you this was the release date.
true.
You told us this was the release date, and I was surprised. And I was like, "There's no fucking way,"
Hmm.
because we had just like maybe a year ago played it, and it felt like there was more than a year's worth of work that was required.
Yeah,
Right?
that was a year ago.
Like about a year ago is the
Mhm.
last time we checked in.
Yeah, the multiplayer issues were really bad a year ago.
I will say, because I think it's important to be fair to these companies, right? Because this is their livelihood and this is what they do, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
expect a certain level out of them, but they're also people, and
Mhm.
they're certain circumstances that cause complication. So positives,
Mhm.
the multiplayer thing seems to be much more stable, where like if a player drops, it doesn't end the game forever, which was the
Yes.
problem.
Yeah.
Because like your internet flickers for a second, your router drops, and then you get removed from the game, and then everybody involved in that game is now locked out from ever taking another turn. That was a
Yeah.
big one.
That was bad.
Yeah, so now that is fixed. You
Mhm.
can just re-add the person to the game.
Yeah.
So that's a really big one that was fixed, and I'm glad that they fixed it. And that wasn't even like a bug fix so much as it was just a system, like the way you join a multiplayer game after it's already been started
Hmm.
is just better now,
Yes.
right?
I would agree.
Right. So that's good. I like
Mhm.
that system. It works really well. There are a lot of like, I'm stuck in rocks kind of shit,
Yeah.
and this move doesn't work kind of shit.
Hmm.
And like once you know what's happening, you can kind of play around those.
Hmm.
And that's fine. Yesterday we were streaming it.
Yep.
And my character got thrown in jail for literally not doing a damn thing.
Yeah, that was a really weird bug, and I hope that that's not going to be an issue every time we go to a merchant.
Yeah, that somebody looks like they stole something and gets thrown.
Mhm.
I will say, if I stole something and got caught, then I'm happy to deal with the consequences, because
Uh-huh.
as a rogue, that's just what you deal with.
Right.
Everybody gets caught once in a while, right? But I wasn't stealing this time.
No.
I was a sorcerer, and I was being very fucking cool about everything.
Yeah, like when that happened, like I was doing anything. And so when I saw the text of like, oh, you were shoplifting, you're going to jail, I was like, well, Deese isn't playing a rogue, so I don't think he's trying to steal. Maybe David, who was playing a rogue, maybe he
Yeah.
like tried to pickpocket something and they got caught. And then like for whatever reason, the text for it is showing up while you're in the merchant screen.
Right.
And
But
then
I will
you
tell-
went to jail.
I will tell you this though. I might start stealing a lot more now. If I'm just gonna get thrown in jail anyway,
Uh-huh.
you might have just convinced me to start stealing from vendors. We might do a dramatic character pivot here.
Mhm.
I did think it was kind of weird that happened, but that being said, it didn't break the game. We were able to escape the prison relatively simple, and it wasn't like a story bit
Mhm.
because but then there was a person speaking outside of the jail cell that I was in, and I wanted to like talk to them and be like, hey, maybe you could let me out. Like that was my first attempt to get out, was try to coerce the guard to let me out.
Yeah.
Well, when I started to interact with them conversationally, my character in the cutscene walked through the gate, like through the doors, just like phased through it like T-1000,
Mhm.
and then was on the other side having a conversation with them, right?
Yeah.
And then I literally stood on the other side of the room and placed myself between the person with the crossbow and the person in the other jail cell,
Mhm.
which means that I was firmly outside of my jail cell for the cutscene.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Just walking around and moving out there. And then the cutscene ended,
Mhm.
and then the guard yelled at me for being outside of my cell. And I was like, what just happened? I can't talk through the damn cell. I had to walk to talk. It was a weird thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Bugs like that.
Yeah.
I will say not game breaking. They didn't break the game, but it does break the immersion pretty tremendously when you phase through walls and get yelled at for things you didn't do twice within 5 minutes.
Yeah. You've had some crashes too.
Crashes are real bad.
And I'm having a lot of graphical issues.
Yeah. I will hold on. Again, since we're talking about the positives as well,
Mhm.
I will say the positives are that for a game that has as many bugs as they do, boy, they sure thought of a good way to get clean error reports. So whenever the game crashes,
Mhm.
it brings up this crash reporter, right? It's
Mhm.
like whenever the game shuts down without knowing that it was about to shut down, it brings up this thing called a crash reporter. You click, yes, I'd like to send the report. And it goes through and gets your DXDAG file, your diagnosis file of all of your settings and what happened, and the thing they always ask you for, for troubleshooting.
Mhm.
It automatically collects that and then asks you to send it, and then you send it, and now they have all of the information they need to look for that bug report. So, if in a day this same event has caused 1,000 crashes, and they look at it and they see that, oh, on this line of code right here, this is where the problem is.
Mhm.
And it's the same on everybody. What's
Yeah.
causing that? Now they can kind of fine tune their fixes. And I will say, after the first day, they had 150, they had a hot fix that had 150 fixes in it.
Yeah.
And they worked. All of them worked.
Yeah.
So,
they're very good at responding.
right. I just wish they didn't have to as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fair.
I
That outside of the bugginess,
Mhm.
what do you think of the game?
I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
It is so like layered, and so many different things can happen depending on your character's race or their class or what spells they have going.
Yeah.
We just got to this sort of druid area, and I'm playing a druid, and so I cast.
Are you talking about the cow?
Yeah, I cast Speak with Animals on myself, and I was like just running around talking to the different animals, and one of them was very suspicious, and I don't think there's really a way, like if you didn't have Speak with Animals, that you like probably wouldn't even notice, hey, there's something going on with this cow.
I passed it. I'm a sorcerer. I don't have speak with animal, but I did wander past this cow, and I just was talking to kind of random things. And you guys had made a joke about the cow saying moo, so I talked to it, and it gave me a chance for an Arcana roll, and I passed, and it said something is definitely weird with this.
Yes.
With this cow.
And if you have speak with animals, you can have a conversation with them, and the way that this cow talks to you is very different from how the other two cows standing next to it will talk to you.
Oh, so he's like, you think he's trying to smuggle himself out?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we go ahead and go to this week's episode?
Yeah.
This is our final Candlekeepers episode of our between seasons break. So next week will be our season 2 return to Ravenloft with.
Oh, don't tell him that. Don't tell him. Just let it happen. Let it be natural. Let it breathe.
Oh, okay. Well, in the meantime, we have Candlekeepers chapter 13.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me what happened here. There was a firefly!
Steel crushed by a huge freaking guy.
You know what the worst part is? This entire room is filled up with fireflies that never got to develop. This is where Fox sleeps.
D'Angelo.
Oh, yes.
As you are casting
I'm
Mending,
still suffering mentally from that last one.
Yeah.
As you are casting Mending, you begin hearing whispering within your head. I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Fuck. This fucking book. I'm going to use my, what's it called?
Inspiration?
Yeah,
No.
inspiration.
Can I just say, I was thinking backwards of what you were thinking because the book was recently repaired and things started to go crazy.
It hasn't been repaired.
Oh, I thought it was repaired.
It was on the list to be repaired, but it hadn't been repaired yet.
Oh, there we go. 18 on my using. Who just Sunarm strike me?
You only take 5 psychic damage.
Ow!
And you can, like, within the, like, metal casing that's on this spine, you can hear, like, the little, like, clicks of whatever's broken being fixed, and the dent in the spine is kind of, like, bowing back out, but it's not completely repaired yet. Do you spend another minute casting Mending?
I'm going to have to. I got to get this damn thing working so I can finish the damn verse.
Okay.
The verse is going to be something horrible. It's going to be like,
I know, this is going to hurt.
Shim shine, rip out your spine or something like that.
Yonk,
I just Crunk to do what he has to in the end.
Yonk, what are you doing?
Squeezing that girl until the blood comes out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess they're still coming in Gelsby, but
come on, Daddy Killer, what you got?
I know. I don't know what else I would necessarily do in this situation other than protect her, to be honest.
Okay.
I think what I'll do is already in action. If something manifests, if something decides to try and come for her, it's got to go through me.
Okay.
It would go to you, take you,
probably
and kill her.
Oh no.
Rachel would do it too.
Yeah, she's a monster.
Marshall,
100%.
Sure, he tried to get me to kill her dad in front of her in cold blood, so I don't put his ass.
Shit, evil. Let me tell
you.
you.
Didn't we prophesy emotional damage at the beginning of the game? We said that is what Rachel was going to do: emotional damage.
Marshall, what are you doing during this minute?
I don't know. Just trying to count the joys of my life before you take them from us.
Wow!
All right.
I have found a kinship with Marshall.
No. Okay. I guess when I go out. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you can see D'Angelo is holding this book and he's like casting a spell to mend the whatever is wrong with this like metal contraption on the spine.
Okay.
It looks like it's working, but whatever damage is going on within it that's so kind of intricate, it's taking him more than one casting to fix it.
Gotcha. He looks okay health-wise, right?
He looks troubled.
But not physically.
You don't
took
see
5
like any
damage.
you don't see like any physical wounds on him, but you can tell there's like something is sort of taking its toll on him.
Okay. All right. I'm going to administer one of the potions to the Kenku, who's chained up,
Okay.
because I don't want to risk him bleeding out or something like that.
So these potions look different from each other.
Oh, god damn it! One of them look red. That seems to be the traditional.
No, neither of them are red.
What do they look like?
Let's see if there are descriptions.
People don't label their bottles anymore. Fucking psychos. Do they have one that looks oily and black?
One of the potions, it seems like rather than water, it's holding fog within it.
Okay.
And the other potion is blue, and you can see it's like bubbling and steaming as if it's boiling from like inside of it, but there's no heat or anything.
Do these look familiar to me at all?
Let's see.
I have. Well, I thought I had alchemical knowledge.
Oh, do you?
I do not, because I rebuilt this guy. Yeah.
Oh.
But I do have other things that make.
You want to give
pretty
me an Arcana check?
cool. God damn it. 11.
You're pretty sure that the fog one is a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
Give me another Arcana check.
19.
The other one is a potion of heroism.
Okay.
For 1 hour after drinking it, you would gain 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell. No concentration required.
Okay.
All right, Montero, give me a second
Intelligence.
saving throw.
And that is a 15.
Okay.
Yo, right on.
You only take 4 psychic damage as more of this book repairs. From within, you can hear like this almost sort of delicate, like plinking noise happening.
Okay.
You're going to need to make 1 more mending. So during this minute of casting, Yonk and Marshall, anything you guys are doing?
Yeah, I'm going to stand by Yonk just in case anything happens and I need to,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still there to protect Yelsby.
All right. She is
Already
like
in a full
shaking
grapple.
like a leaf in your arms.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna say like a leaf in the wind and when the Firefly room. I'm just like, oh fuck you. Fuck you.
Watch
right.
how she dies.
Montero,
Oh,
give me a final.
just be happy your name's not Wash at that point,
Washing blood.
right?
Montero, give me a final intelligence saving throw.
Oh, this is tense. Roll that shit. Oh,
Oh,
no.
10. All right. As you finally fix it, the whispering just becomes too much. You take 13 psychic damage.
Oh, that hurt.
As you complete the mending of this book, you hear music begin to play from this metal contraption on the spine. It is a music box that is part of this book.
I got tears streaming down my face from the psychic pain of this shit already.
You open the book.
Like an Elliott Smith song.
As the music and the rhyme begins to play, you can hear like this sort of tinny mechanical voice coming to accompany the music. You see that the book is basically like one sort of page, and there are like 3 round panels. There's 2 on each side. The first panel rotates and then flips, and you see it's like a pop-up book. And you see the image of a woman scything wheat, and she has cut off her husband's feet as a dark shadow flies behind her. And that coincides with the first part of the rhyme. See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing, she took his feet, with another took his ear. The next panel underneath it rotates, flips. You see the same mother from before, and her dog has bitten her hand off, and the shadow is there behind her. See a dog that knows how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it a tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. On the second page, one of the panels rotates, flips. You see a boy falling into water as a dark shadow laughs, watching him struggle. See a son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. The final scene rotates, flips, and you see a little girl, and she is in what looks like a mill, and there is a millstone that has somehow caught this shadow, and it's like grinding it. The little girl is cheering as this dark shadow looks on with fear and panic. And the final verse plays. See a daughter grinding grain, wish the spirit's time was through. Trap set for the shadow bane, her millstone killed it true. The
Have
book.
we seen it? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead and ask.
I said, have we seen a millstone? There was one on the front of the book.
There's an image of a millstone on the book. You have not seen a millstone here.
Is a Kenku awake? Can I smack him awake?
Sure. He looks up.
Millstone.
Millstone?
A millstone, a grinding stone for grain or wheat or whatever.
He looks confused.
Is there one nearby that you use for making?
No.
Can you read that verse again? Just so I can hear it.
See a daughter grinding grain, wish the spirit's time was through. Trap set for the shadow bane, her millstone killed it true.
What about the girl? Does she know anything
Yeah,
about
I was about to
millstone?
say.
Nope.
Ugh.
The
Oh,
book
Vernian.
The book-
Vernier.
the book
for it.
trembles and its mechanical inner workings squeal to a halt for a moment before whirring back to life. You hear clicks and shadows burst forth from the book like steam from a kettle, collecting along the ceiling until wisps of darkness outline a vague humanoid figure. Meanwhile, the scenes inside the book transform, creating an entirely new picture that includes tiny cutout figures of yourselves.
Huh.
Now, does me being a shadow sorcerer give me any help with this?
You are watching the shadowy figure coalesce in front of all of you.
I'm
Give me.
gonna sing it. I'm gonna sing I'm gonna sing them all in order.
Okay.
Right? Do the first one, the second one, the third one, and then read the last one like in the same tone and the same rhythm and same cadence that the other was.
Okay.
Complete the rhyme.
All right.
Maybe this is something that already happened. Maybe this is like a
Something
story
put
that
it
has
away
to-
Something put it away last time.
Well, not even put it away, but it said kills it true. So maybe it just the rhyme has to be finished.
Mm.
So we haven't tried that. So
Nope.
So you say the rhyme. It laughs. And as you finish its rhyme, you feel the temperature drop it is even colder here than it was before. I'd like for all of you to roll me initiative. Yonk,
cool.
I believe you can roll with advantage.
That is correct.
Ooh, 18.
18,
21.
21.
20 on the first roll and 23 on the second.
Nice.
Yonk's pissed now.
Yeah, I'm starting.
You made me try to kill this poor girl's daddy.
You
What?
made him bleed his own blood.
All right. Montero, give me an intelligence check.
I'm still holding the book.
Mhm.
18.
Okay. This figure is clearly some kind of evil spirit. You're quite sure that there is some clue of how to destroy it within this book, but you don't quite know how at the moment. Yonk, you are up first.
Hold on, can I theorize before we go?
Yes.
What if the idea is to destroy the book in its entirety, all the way down to its component bits, so that there is nothing to reassemble? That's what the millstone was, maybe grinding it down, the book.
It's possible.
I mean, otherwise,
The only issue is if it doesn't work, then we just broke the only way to trap it.
Yeah, but trapping it didn't work. It came free anyway.
No, exactly. It came back out again.
And it wasn't because it was repaired. It was scheduled to be repaired, right? And
Mhm.
repairing it didn't work.
Well,
So,
repairing it
there's
brought this thing out.
Well, there's a millstone on the front of the book, right?
right.
That's the only
Mhm.
thing. That's the only millstone we've had any reference to, other than the book mentioning it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, like, I mean, the spirit's here. We're gonna have to fight it. It seems like, but I'm just curious if there's. I mean, clearly they want us. There's a clue there, and it says true death in the last thing, right? So. I'm trying to think. A millstone is something that grinds away at fucking material. It turns it into really
Powder. Yeah.
Yeah, into powder, into dust.
I mean, technically, we got the floor stone. I don't know if that'll work as a millstone.
No, I mean, have to grind it away.
Mm.
I didn't see anybody here that was doing any type of that sort of construction. So having access to a millstone doesn't seem like an option right now. But I guess we deal with the spirit first.
Yeah.
And if it's really hard and we don't think we can beat it, then I'll have to think some more on this.
Yeah.
Fucking kill this.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my great axe of detecting scary stuff and I'm going to apply it directly to the spirit's forehead.
All right.
And I now, okay. So first off, as a bonus action, I'd like to enter rage because that's a thing I can do.
You enter rage, which means that you cannot stop yourself from singing.
Yonk would not have known that.
Okay.
Yonk is going
But
to do
you
the
didn't
thing
know that, so Yonk definitely didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I know. So, yeah. There goes the rage. That's my bonus action. That is my action. I am going to take my great axe and do my thing.
Okay.
So let's see, just to make sure I get +2 melee damage with strength weapon. Yeah, okay. So the first attack. Suck it. 26.
That'll hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I now get, because of my level 5, I get a second attack.
Okay.
That will be a 19.
19 will hit.
And 9 points of damage again. I rolled 2 5s on my D12.
Okay.
Watch you have
so
actually failed a perception check or a save, and you're actually just chopping this little girl up.
Oh, you dick.
Oh no.
That's the part that they didn't want us to know about. And actually there is a
Yeah.
millstone. We've been standing right next to it, and that's all.
The child is the millstone.
Oh no.
Okay, so rage was my initial bonus action. So on my next turn, then I'll get to do my frenzy attack, which will give me a third attack.
Okay.
But for now, that is all I can do.
Marshall.
And
Weapon
that is round one.
drawn up. I'm going to grab the girl. I'm going to back up.
Are you maintaining concentration to not sing?
It's an interesting question.
Mhm.
It said finish the rhyme, right? But we don't know. I mean, it seems unlikely the shadow is able to carve that into something, but it could have taken over somebody and forced them to do it, right?
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm trying to profile in my head whether or not I think it would be. We already have one person doing the rhyme. Maybe everyone has to do it.
Does it scream Jumanji?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna concentrate to not sing.
Okay. And you said you
And-
were scooping up Galeby.
Yeah, I can fire with one hand, but I'm just gonna grab her arm and I'm going to move back as far as I can, and then fire a shot.
Okay.
All right, to hit, we're gonna take our last lucky. Because fuck that. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Damage. 9 damage.
Okay. You see bits of shadow kind of like fly off. Anything else, Marshall?
Yeah. I'm going to take action surge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take another attack.
All right.
All right. 25
That will hit.
damage. 8.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the rest of the action, I guess, to move back. I only get one action. It's just an action, right? Not a second movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you move back. You are down the hall. Crinkle, who is cuffed to a pillar right next to this shadowy creature, is freaking out and like yanking on their cuff and like trying to hide behind the pillar. Montero, it is your turn. You are still holding this book.
I'm afraid to let go of the book because I don't want it to take it.
Mhm.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And it's shadow and darkness, right?
Yes, it appears so.
Which means it's not in it's in dim, light, or darkness, right? The shadow would be.
It doesn't say it does anything like that. It's just like
Okay.
a shadow form.
Okay. Damn. All right, I was gonna try to get advantage with the attack, but okay.
That's a concentration spell, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Means
so
you're
you
gonna be
are
singing.
singing.
Yeah.
Holding the book and singing. Double curse.
Yeah. I only got 8.8. My hit points are low. I'm actually gonna do the Shadow Blade at level 3.
Okay.
Blow my last level 2 spell slot or level 3 spell slot. And I'm gonna attack 15.
15 will hit.
All right. Then let's go to and roll the damage on the spell.
I love the damage on that spell. 2d8.
13.
Okay. What type of damage is it?
Yeah, I
Shadow.
believe it's psychic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, psychic. Sorry.
So when you cut through it, you can tell that you deal more damage to it than Yonk or Marshall have done to it so far.
All right.
Anything else, Montero?
That was my bonus in my attack, so
Okay.
all I got is movement, so I'm good.
All right. Shimshime is going to choose two creatures, Yonk and Montero. And use Whispers of Violence. I need the two of you to give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh, fuck.
17 natural.
That's a save.
Oh, thank God.
16. 17.
Uh,
17.
16. That is a save.
Oh, thank God.
You
Air 5. Air 5. Air 5. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, keep air 5, and that'll be what you guys roll the next 2 times.
I know. I know.
Don't tempt fate. You wanna draw down the anger of the guy high atop the thing?
And let's see. The temperature here drops even colder. Marshall, Montero, Yonk, you can all see like your breaths forming like as you take breath here.
Okay.
Yonk, it is your turn.
I'm gonna kill the thing now. Let's try. Okay, so I get 3 attacks this round thanks to my rage. So the first attack, 20.
That will hit.
Woo! 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Second attack, 26.
That will hit.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
My dude.
Last attack,
Yeah.
17.
That will hit.
That one's kind of butts. 8.
Okay.
She's cutting all these in the third.
Yonk, by the second hit, you feel like this should have been enough to dissipate this creature.
Okay.
And as like you run your axe through it and you see like the shadow like sort of dissipating like smoke,
Mhm.
there's laughter and Shimshime reforms in front of your eyes.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, I hate shadow reform.
Anything else, Yonk?
No, I guess not. Just double up, pick. Nope, that's round 2 rage. So,
All right.
Yep, that's it.
So you are still singing. Marshall.
La 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 la.
Out of order, free action. All right. I'm gonna delay my initiative, and I'm going to immediately after Montero.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Sling the book! Over here!"
All right.
And then I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'll wait till my initiative will go after him permanently from now on.
Montero.
Can I use the bonus action to toss him the book?
Sure.
All right. Lop him the book,
Okay.
and then I take the shadow blade and I go for another strike.
All right.
Fuck that. That was in that one of the 6 total.
That'll miss.
100% will. All the time.
And you are concentrated on your spell, so you are singing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else, Montero?
I'm bracing myself for the sweet taste of death.
All right. Marshall, you've had this book thrown at you.
I will catch it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let go of the girl's hand while I do.
All right.
Catch it.
Okay.
I'm thinking we have to destroy this book. Thinking that's the play here. I'm trying to think of a way that I could.
The girl is the key to the book, as the girl was in the picture.
You think I have to kill the girl?
No.
Deal. Let's do it.
I enjoyed the look on Rachel's face as she asked you a legit question if you're going to kill the girl for a second.
How do I destroy a book?
I don't know. It took me 3 turns to fix it.
I don't know. Just think like a Republican, and I'm sure it'll come to you.
I gotta channel that Florida. Quick, do that.
Oh, I've been trying not to say burn the book the whole fucking
Oh, no.
session.
Can I get a good look at the shadow? In the book?
In the book,
Yeah.
it's sort of just rendered like a kind of simplistic. It just looks like a kind of humanoid shaped shadow with like a spooky face.
Right, but I mean, like, there was the girl running the millstone, right?
Yes.
It looked like she was destroying the book. Oh, I can see the picture.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take my weapon and I'm gonna point it at the shadow.
Mhm.
Just like long enough where it can see me do it. And then I'm gonna point it down at the book.
Mhm.
Any reaction?
It definitely watched the book when Montero threw it to you, and it is now looking at you.
I'm gonna take that as a sign. I'm gonna put the weapon relatively close to the spine. This is a high caliber pistol.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go pew, fire a shot directly into the spine of the book.
Okay. You fire directly into the spine of the book, completely destroying this little music box that's been built into it. The song playing from it stops. However, the song that Yonk and Montero are singing, as well as the skull that Montero still has, they're still singing. Shimsheim himself appears completely fine.
Maybe if we get everyone to concentrate on not singing the song at the same time, then it just ends, right?
Possibly.
Montero's fucked. His health is really low.
Mm-hmm.
Leave for a moment. It'll save me once.
Where's the light coming from in this room? Just out of curiosity.
So you're in the hallway. So there are like jars of fireflies kind of hanging from the ceiling.
I wonder if I shot open a bunch of those fireflies and let them get kind of fly around. Because that one room had fireflies everywhere.
Well, I mean, light versus shadow.
That one room had fireflies all over it, though, right?
In Crinkle's room, those are larvae. Unless you're
No,
talking about the office upstairs.
My thing, okay, this is purely speculative right now because the shooting the book thing didn't work.
Mhm.
So, like, my thinking here then was that in that room it looked like somebody was up there, like maybe bolstered away from the singing, trying to stay away from the singing, and the jars had been kind of let loose throughout that room.
Mhm.
Finish the rhyme though. What the fuck does that even mean? Finish the rhyme. We didn't get enough information here. What else is in this room that we're in?
You're in the hallway.
Right. In the hallway, there's multiple doors, right?
Yes.
And a bunch of them we didn't open?
You haven't gone into Scribe Varnier's room or Ebner's room.
You said there were a bunch of workman's tools in the room where they repaired the books, right?
Yes.
Do you remember when I was in there? Do I remember seeing anything that was like capable of completely destroying something like they had?
No.
Shit, man. I do not know. All right, I guess I back up further. I kind of take the book with me.
Okay. So you pick up these pieces of the book. You back up more. We'll say you're at the end of the hallway now. You're like back is up against the door that leads to the kitchen.
Right.
Okay. Shimsheim's turn. He is going to fly past Montero and Yonk.
You are both
free to take attacks of opportunity.
And do
Take 45 of them.
25.
That'll hit.
15 points of damage.
Your axe blade, just like before, goes through it. You're sure that this should be what causes it to dissipate, and he immediately reforms. Montero.
I missed.
Okay. He flies to you, Marshall. He moves like past Galeby, who is screaming. She like runs into her room and slams her door closed. Shimshime looks to you, Marshall. Give me a wisdom saving throw as it lets out a howling babble.
A wisdom?
Yes, wisdom save.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Fuck you, bitch. And I'm going to say, fuck you, bitch. Right in his face.
So you're only going to take half damage. You take 12 psychic damage.
Yep.
And apparently the room gets colder because that's what I keep rolling. Why don't
is there a clue in those rolls somewhere? Because fuck, I'm so lost.
how about all of you give me intelligence checks?
All right.
Or if there's a different skill that you would prefer to roll instead, you are welcome to convince me as to why you should roll that skill.
I don't know what we're looking for. So how can
I want to
Um,
intimidate the shadow monster, the spirit, into telling me how to kill it. Can I do that?
No.
Here,
How about Arcana?
Arcana will work.
Can
I want to use.
Go ahead. Sorry,
I
go
want
ahead.
to.
Arcana will not work.
Okay.
I want to use insight to know that he's clearly after the book. So he's bound to the book. I want to know if that's confirmed. He flew right after me. Something about the book, right?
What did you roll?
11.
Okay. He does seem to have an interest in the book. However, you shot the book point blank and it didn't seem to upset him entirely. It didn't seem to hurt him.
But he didn't laugh.
He didn't laugh. So, he does have an interest in the book. Perhaps there is a clue in the book. The last stanza that you guys uncovered was about defeating him.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm there.
Mm.
I just
Could yeah.
Yonk.
I work in a children's book section.
You do.
This is the design of this book, at the very least, certainly speaks as a child's book, being a pop-up book. Maybe
Absolutely.
the tone's a little dark, maybe. Could I use that as advantage, or could I gain advantage on an investigation check to try and figure out what's going on? Because my intelligence is squat.
your question just gave me an idea. I can't believe I'm so stupid.
Yes, you can roll investigation with advantage, Yonk.
Okay, so let's do the first roll.
Okay.
That is a
Fuck. Do I know? Can I see that he's looking at the book trying to figure
Hey,
something
okay,
out?
wait. That's a 17.
Okay. So often in children's books,
So what actually will, now, to be fair, what will my investigation check tell me?
so clearly this final pop-up is sort of the most important part of this.
Okay,
And obviously there is not a millstone here.
right.
But what is a millstone, Yonk? What would maybe a child associate sort of the same features of a millstone? A millstone is a big, heavy stone object
It's a big rock.
that is in this imagery crushing the shadow. Clearly, he can't escape the millstone.
Right. So I have to be able to, I have to move that figure underneath. Right? Because
Well,
show me the picture again.
showing.
Show me the picture again.
Can't you beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker? Just beat him with the book.
So it's the last panel on the right
Hmm.
where the ghost is basically getting pulled up underneath that millstone. Okay, so
The millstone is the music box.
No,
No.
No,
What does a kid think of a millstone? Something big and heavy?
Yeah.
Everything's heavy to a kid.
is Yonk the millstone?
I am big and heavy.
You guys did in fact
Ah.
see something that was a big heavy stone when you first came to the Firefly Cellar.
Oh shit! It's the
Oh,
fucking stone book that's floating in the top.
Oh, I don't think I was here for that part. I didn't hear that part. I think I might
Is
have
it the
been
one
cleaning
that's
up dog
like
poop or
magically
something.
looks like it's open?
It's there is a big stone statue of a big flying book that is over it's hanging from chains on the first floor that's hanging over the opening to the second floor.
Okay. Um,
I should have trusted my gut.
I, as hard as it is to believe,
Mhm.
Marshall has the book, right?
Yes.
I look at Mr. Marshall. Give me the book.
I'm like considering this and like, okay.
This book is going from Montero to Marshall and now to Young.
I grab the book.
Well, he's very far from you, so either he
Okay,
needs to
so
throw it to you or you need to like run up to him and take it.
okay. Throw me the book. Throw me the book, Mr. Marshall.
If he's going to where I think he's going out of game, right?
Mhm.
He's gonna have to pass me anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
if
he
that's
should
the case. Okay. All right. So here's what I do then. I will
We'll do it like a football handoff. I'll just pack
yeah,
it right in your
well, I mean,
stomach
I'm
as
not
you
even
run
gonna
through.
so if that's the case, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just going to I mean basically what I get to dash, right? So
Yeah.
You better say,
uh,
give me the book.
well, I'm just gonna run and I'm just gonna as I run past, I'm gonna say, give me the book, and I'm gonna grab a hold of
Right.
it.
Okay.
And then my dash will get me 80 feet, right? So twice my speed.
Mhm.
So I'll be able to move 80 feet, and I am heading for that big stone floating statue.
Okay.
You need to tell everyone while you're running in there because it's free action to talk to get the fuck out from there.
Just
Otherwise,
I'm
it's
gonna
for
grab the
everyone.
book and I'm just gonna yell, follow me.
Okay. So dashing 80 feet will get you about halfway down the worm tunnel.
Okay, that's what I will do.
Okay. That was Yonk. Are you still raging?
Oh shit, I won't be able to because I didn't take an attack, right?
Correct.
You could throw something at him.
Your rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then.
Actually, and Shimshime is gonna take a swipe at you because you're gonna have to run past him.
Okay, so in that case, I can continue to.
No.
It will. He has to
attack
damage
you.
me.
He rolled a 7.
Okay, well then he didn't.
Okay.
So I didn't take damage.
Correct.
If I won't be able to dash though, right? If I take.
What do you need
Yeah.
the rage for right now, anyway?
Well, no, you're right. I don't. So, yeah, but I don't have to make a saving throw after I end because of frenzy. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, the rage goes away.
Okay. So
But yeah, I
are
make my way
you
80 feet down the.
are you going to concentrate on not singing?
Well, if I'm not raging, I should be able to. So, yes.
All right. So Yonk is running. Montero.
I'm gonna let the Shadow Blade go,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Mind Spike on the Shim Shim.
Shimshime.
Yeah, he has to do a a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
or take a 3d8 on a failed save, or 3d8 on a save, half on a successful one.
He got a 9.
Yeah, my DC's a 16.
Okay.
So he takes 14 psychic.
Okay.
And hold on. You also know the target's location until the spell ends, but only if the two are on the same plane of existence.
All right.
And the target can't become hidden from you if it's invisible, and it gains no benefit from that condition.
Ooh. Okay. So you do this psychic attack on him. And just like with Yonk and his axe, you are sure that this like burst of like mental power should destroy it, and it immediately reforms.
That cocksucker.
Are you
Right now we're just
staying?
holding it.
Are you
Yeah.
staying put?
Well, no, I'll rush down that way too.
Okay. Is that spell a concentration?
No,
Okay.
mine's actually no. Mine spike is a concentration.
Okay. So you are singing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question is, can I do the damage without concentrating?
Yeah, but you won't get any of the beneficial effects of the
The
stealth,
rest
and the
of it,
damage
yeah.
isn't killing him anyway.
No. So, yeah, the damage isn't killing. I'm almost tempted, yeah, just to let it go. But no, I'm still singing.
Okay. Are you staying put or are you following Yonk?
Following.
Okay. Marshall, your turn.
I'm trying to piece together where the hell he's heading.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
14.
So you realize that you have not been thinking of how to defeat this like it's a children's book monster.
Yeah, like a 16-ton weight.
Yeah. So in the book, you saw that a little girl was somehow destroyed this thing using a millstone. There's no millstone here, but
So putting that together, him running in the direction of this thing.
Mhm.
That's what I'm gonna do a dash as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just do a dash and move at my full double speed.
Okay. So
That'll
that
be
will
60.
get you to about the end of the worm tunnel hallway.
As soon as I get to the end of the worm tunnel, that's where everyone was sitting, right?
No, they're on the second floor.
Oh, right. But we still have to go up the staircase.
Yeah, you still have to go up the stairs.
All right. Well, once I'm in the hallway, they'll be able to hear me up the staircase if I yell it, right?
Yes.
I think I've kind of put together the idea.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell everyone to clear the second floor, get up to the top floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, get up to the top floor, top floor, top floor.
All right.
But in cowboy talk.
Okay.
Top floor, get up top. Do it.
Get on
Get
up there.
your skiddly dees up to the tippity tops.
And you would recall that there is that enormous stone sculpture of an open book that looks as though the cover is flapping to keep it aloft. It's held up by, you saw it was held up by some chains set into the ceiling.
Do they all come together into one chain, or is it 4 chains?
They all come together like at one point.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. Shimshime is going to move his 40 feet after Yonk. He's gonna see if his ability recharges. It does not. So instead, he will he'll just try to like reach out and touch Yonk. Yonk, does a 12 hit you?
No.
Is that a no, Nate? Okay.
No.
Sorry. All right. Yonk, it is your turn.
All right. Okay, so I will move. How much more distance is it going to be for me to get to where I want to go, which is going to be below the statue?
All the way up the staircase.
I'm going to say you'll have to double move because you have to get up the stairs and then go to the center of the second floor.
So another dash will get me there in 80 feet?
Yes.
Okay, then that's what I will do.
Okay.
Continuing to concentrate on not singing.
All right. And you can see everyone else has run, like they're going upstairs to the first floor based on what Marshall told them. Montero, it is your turn.
I'm gonna head for the stairs too.
Okay. So you are heading up with Yonk and Marshall. Marshall, you heading up the stairs?
No.
No.
How big is the book? Does it cover the staircase? Or is it
The
just big enough to cover the center of the floor?
what book?
The big book up in the air.
The stone book hanging from the first floor?
Yeah, how big is it? Are we talking like the whole size of the floor, or is it?
It's not like the size of the entire, like that would
So
be
I could stand on the
less.
staircase and not be.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to get up the staircase far enough to where I can get a good aim at the chain.
Well, so let me look at the map real quick.
I need to be hugging the wall, like on the spiral staircase that goes up.
Okay, so you'll have to cross the second floor to get to the spiral staircase that goes up to the first floor.
I don't need to go up to the first floor. I just clarified. I just need to go up to the second floor
Mhm.
and then be hugging the wall with clear view to the chain.
Okay.
Ignore
you
the
are-
stairs or whatever.
You are on the second floor.
Yes.
Okay.
But I am out of the underside of the thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to have my weapon pulled and drawn and ready to fire at the chain.
All right. So you'd have to double move to get into position. Shimsheim is going to meet with Yonk there at the center of the second floor, where this big stone table is, and then above them is the opening from the center of the first floor where this giant stone book, this thing probably weighs like 1,600 pounds, is hanging. Let's see here. Yonk had to double move. Shimsheim also had to double move, so he cannot attack, but we'll see if his ability recharges for next time. Yonk, it is your turn. You are standing here in this center of the second floor, holding this book, facing the Shadow Man.
So the Shadow Man is now
He's been chasing you.
He's in position. He's where I want him, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
I guess my goal is to keep him here or keep it here until. So, am I aware?
Ready to dodge?
Yeah, that was my plan. So, am I aware of where everyone else is? I'm not gonna know that they necessarily know my plan yet. So what I'm trying to decide is, do I need to yell out what my plan is?
If you positioned and look and you could see me pointing a gun up at the chain, I think we're all on the same
We're
page
all on the same page. Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, I guess I will ready an action to. I don't know if I want to. Well, see, if I take an attack though, then I won't be able to ready a dodge, right? Because dodge is an action in combat.
Where are you attacking?
Well, I don't know. My thought process is, do I need to do something to? Well, he's attracted to the book, so he's not going to go anywhere. So it's fine.
We're not crushing.
Yes.
Right. Just stand there with the book and be ready. And then when it comes time to drop the thing, get the fuck out of there. I think if we crush the book, it'll be fine. But I think him being under there is probably a good idea.
I think it's where, so that's fine. Okay. So I will ready a dodge action for when Mr. Marshall.
Or a leap or athletics or acrobatics or whatever.
Well, I've got my ring of jumping, right? So I mean, if I want to, I can jump the fuck out of the way.
Ooh.
the creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell ends, so
Okay.
I can use that to really get the hell out of the way if I want.
Right.
Either way, I'm not standing under it, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. The end result of this is that I am ready in an action to get the hell out of the way.
Okay. So Yonk and Shimsheim are under this giant stone book. Montero, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ready firebolt in case it survives.
Okay. Where
So-
are you standing?
Halfway up the stairs.
Okay.
And yeah, no, if this thing somehow survives what it looks like it's gonna get dropped, that's when the firebolt goes off.
All right.
Actually, no. Sliver. I'm gonna the cantrip, not the mind spike. The second level spell. We're gonna do the cantrip and
Okay.
ready that one.
All right. Marshall.
Ready. And I'm
All right.
gonna point the weapon up, and
Mhm.
I'm going to fire using Deadeye Shot, which will give me 1 point of grit to gain advantage on the roll.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that. To hit. That's a 26 on a chain. Let's see what the other one is. 26 on the chain.
You hit.
Okay. Do I need to roll damage for the chain?
No, this chain actually hasn't been repaired yet, as part of the renovation process, so it will snap quite easily. Do you say anything after you shoot it and you see like
I'm gonna say go as soon
Okay.
as I go to pull the trigger.
all right, Yonk.
And I'm also hold on. I
Oh.
get a second attack, and I'm going to ready the second attack. To shoot at the ghost because he does take a second to reform, and I
Mhm.
don't want him to grab Yonk when he's trying to get away.
Okay.
So on the second attack, I'm going to fire at him. It doesn't really matter as long as it hits. We'll take the grit. Nat 20. It's a 30 roll. Dead down the eyes.
All right. Yonk, give me your acrobatics to dodge out of the way. You can roll with advantage since you
Yay.
prepared this.
Okay, so the first roll is a 17.
Okay.
Hey, and the second roll is even better than that, 23.
Ooh.
All right. You dodge out of the way as this massive stone book comes down, hits Shimsheim, flattens the big stone table. The entire like Firefly basement, all 3 levels, shake as this thing hits. And there is just sudden blessed silence as everyone stops the rhyme. There is a moment of silence, and then almost like a black oil, you see this dark shadow seep out from under the stone. It moves along to one of the books that fell off of the bookshelf, a nearby bookshelf when the floor shook. You see the shadow like wraps around it, and then it's like the book absorbs it. And in front of your eyes, you see the book transform to Shimsheim's bedtime rhyme.
Huh.
Hmm.
But that when
Firebolt.
that happens, but when that happens,
I'm kidding.
it's not like the singing doesn't restart, right?
No, the singing doesn't restart.
Okay.
Nobody touched the fucking book.
That is definitely one book I do not want in my section.
I never thought I'd be happy with my own thoughts.
Montero, even your skull has stopped singing.
What about the
Fuck it, I dropped the
halfling-
skull.
The halfling the history of like fairy tales or whatever from the
Halfling superstitions.
Yeah. Is there anything in there about this?
No.
They came in together. Damn it.
They didn't come in together. They're just on the same list
the
of
same
things to
list.
be repaired.
Yeah.
We need to wrap this in something, and we need to bury this in a locker somewhere in the library.
Actually, it doesn't seem like that helps, right? It might just be on a timer. They said 600 years, right?
Well, Scribe Varnier speaks up. Nothing happened for 600 years because no one played the music. I think if we don't antagonize it, if we don't play it, then it's not going to catch.
You know damn well someone's gonna read that book, right? One of
I'm gonna
you
go-
fucking
Yeah.
library folk is gonna read it. Eventually, not now, maybe not tomorrow, but soon.
Well,
Don't we have an arcane lock somewhere, something we can put on it that it doesn't?
Right.
There-
Nobody knows how to break an arcane lock.
we could we put it back in the big hole with the skeletons and bury it under the rock?
if we were to do that, then at the very least, there needs to be some sort of warning associated with this, that this is a cursed object. This should be, I think, placed under a heavy lock.
I'm pretty sure we have other cursed objects,
She nods.
and this needs to go with those. Preferably in Reader Evermore's room.
Actually, I kind of liked the idea that it was hidden away
Mhm.
and locked pretty easily. That the containment probably made it easier to manage.
Mhm.
But I have a question though. Why was he drawn to the book? Did he need to be within a certain range of the book?
It seemed like it housed him. Scribe Varnier will thank all of you. And she will say, we will lock this up in the vault with the proper warnings to never play this.
I'm gonna go sleep in the stables. Fuck this place. I'm not sleeping down here any longer.
Gentlemen, it's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for all your help.
What about the man in the red hat, Mr. Marshall?
I gotta go looking for him. Looks like he ain't here.
Okay. Well, if he comes to the children's section, I'll let you know.
I appreciate it.
Can
Hey,
I
that old
introduce-
asshole Edgar work here still?
Mr. Graves?
Mr. Graves.
That's the one, little prick.
He was supposed to be taking care of something, which is why we ended up down here in the first place. Something happened to our normal sleeping quarters.
Oh, I bet it did. And I'm gonna reach in to the back of my coat and pull out the other pistol. And it's like covered in like kind of demonic script.
Oh.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna send him to hell before he sends me there. I had to come around his neck of the woods. Luckily, he was busy. I'm gonna put it away. Like, you let him know I'm looking for him. After I find the man in the red hat, he's next.
Okay. Young doesn't really know what to do with that information, but he'll pass along the message because
Just I pat Yonk on the shoulder. Get some sleep.
okay. I'm gonna go pass out. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Gecko. And you too, Goth Kid.
You have a good day, Marshall.
Bye, Mr. Marshall.
What's left of your life may not be as cursed as the last hour.
Where's that prick I talked to when we started this whole thing? I bet he knows something.
All right. And
I
with
got-
that,
Go for it.
I was just say we can
Okay.
conclude there, unless you guys have
Yeah.
anything you want your.
No, I'm gonna
No.
go cast knock on the door and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I got one more knock.
Thanks for stopping in and listening to Candlekeepers by the Freelance Heroism Podcast crew. And we hope that next week you'll come back and listen to some more.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can
You can check us out on our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism.
Donate if you'd like to help us make more episodes like this.
Yeah.
Or episodes like something else. And Rachel, tagline?
Return your library books on time.
Do it, or else you'll be in trouble.
Or else.
Or else. Hold on, we'll edit this out.
Uh-huh.
I just want to know that I'm right before we do this. Before anyone says a fucking word.
Okay.